What's up guys, my name is Nishit Shaw. For those of you who don't know me, I don't know, I can't call myself a YouTuber. But I just upload videos on YouTube to preserve my memories because I think photographs are not enough. Whenever I want to relive my memories, I come back to my YouTube channel and enjoy my videos. So in this journey, I'll give you some basic information. Right now I'm in India, in Kolkata. I'm a student, I'm pursuing my MBA Masters in Dubai. I've uploaded like around, I think, 9 to 10 videos on YouTube, like vlog style videos. To increase my Instagram followers, I asked everybody to please follow me on Instagram, for updates and stuff. Many of you have followed me on Instagram. Thank you so much for that. Time is really tough. We are all combating COVID and coronavirus. First request to all of you is please stay at home. And if you're staying at home, watch my videos. I have around 210 videos on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and watch any video, free to any feedback that you want to give me. Out of this, guys, most of you have been sending me unlimited messages, like unlimited, trust me on this. I have pursued my bachelor's in a different college. So students who want to get into the same college are sending me requests. For masters also, students are sending me requests for me to make some informational video. So before we go ahead, I've made I've done my homework for you guys. I hope you guys are gonna love my work. So a lazy guy like me has done homework for you. Oh my God. Just clapping for myself. Okay. Here's a basic list of questions. Before we proceed with whatever I want to discuss, I would just like to tell you, watch the entire video till the end. And if you think that my video is not answering your question, please feel free to post a comment in the comment section or comment box below. Don't forget to mention your name, number one, your city and your question. I'll be making a separate video answering those questions. This video is not about my college but about different universities and life in Dubai in general. First question that most of you have asked, okay, not asked, I'll put it in my style. Why people flock to Dubai? First of all, guys, as you all know, Dubai is a really popular city in the Middle East, which is strategically located in such a location that is easily accessible for all people. In fact, the world of West meets the world of East over here, and that's true. Most people who cannot travel from say India to UK to run their business, they travel from India to Middle East, Dubai. They run their business. Now, I'm not getting into the technicalities of business working or anything else for that matter. I'm a student and I think I have some basic experience in the world of universities and all. So we'll keep this video limited to just education in Dubai, but it might help you if you're planning to come here and live, and also for tourism, I don't know. Yeah, let's start. And the reason I'm perspiring or sweating so much is because I've made such wonderful arrangement for you guys so that there is no air conditioning, no fan, nothing, just so that the audio is audible, clear. So let's start. Why people flock to Dubai? So guys, the first reason I told you is the strategic location. About Dubai, basically, what is my opinion, why did I choose, will be seen in the later part of the video. First, I would like to tell you why do students flock to Dubai. For example, if you're a student in Australia, you will see, if you have the world's geography in your head, you will notice one thing, that Australia is in one part of the world, in one corner, and UK is in the other part of the world. Let me give you an instance. If a person from Australia, a student, wants to pursue his master's or bachelor's in UK, he can definitely go to UK, but they find Dubai to be a convenient option because Dubai is nearer to them than UK. Now what happens is, UK based universities have opened their branches in Dubai. Australian students who want to have a UK based degree on a UK based environment, they come to Dubai to pursue their masters. So they're not traveling that huge distance, and their work is done by traveling a few, I know it's not near, but still it's pretty far. But that is the basic concept of Dubai. The main reason why different campuses are opening is because people from this part of the world can get to that part of the world without hassles. If you watch videos about Dubai, you must have seen Dubai is strict. The laws in Dubai are very rigid. Similarly, this brings me to my next point, that is how colleges run in Dubai. Similar way I explained you, universities in UK, they want to reach the different world altogether, different part of the world than people over there. So what they do is they set up their own university campuses, branch campuses in Dubai, so that people from this part of the world can go there and they don't have to travel fully to UK, and so they get to study here, experience there are many reasons, okay, but this is the primary reason why universities are coming here. Now, as you all know, Dubai is very strict as per laws and everything. So in order to come up with the university in Dubai is not easy. Trust me, I was in talks with relatives of mine who are in the world of business. They wanted to get into the field of education. So they told me that we just had a word with the authorities in Dubai. There are many local authorities in Dubai that regulate these foundations, like how to start a university. And trust me, the procedure is very difficult. So you can be rest assured that if a campus is running in Dubai, it will be high on infrastructure, high on all other facilities, the basic amenities that students require, because it is there by law. If you have these certain specified qualities which are already beneficial to the students, then only you will be allowed to run a university in Dubai. Be rest assured about the quality, the campus and everything, because if you don't have that, Dubai is not going to let the founders or the businessmen or the investors or the university personnel to start a university on their land. There are many complex requirements. In fact, I'm pursuing masters in Amity, Dubai, and around 6 or 7 months before, I had seen the local KHDA authority who come for regular inspection, and they inspect each and everything, quality of learning, basic smart technology that is used to impart education, faculty, the basic infrastructure, and trust me, many things. So quality is not an issue, definitely. Now I come to the next part, which is university fee. All of you know that different places have different university fees. If, for example, a university in UK is charging a fee, it is definitely going to be different for Dubai, because the exchange rate and the course content might differ. Even if it does not differ, the faculty fees that the university has to pay, keeping all that in mind, the fees differ. So I cannot comment on that because I'm just a student of one university and maybe I've just explored 5 different universities. So I would advise you to go to their official website and check out the fees structure and everything, the course content, which is going to give you a basic insight about what is happening. Talking about the next point, which is transportation. Guys, Dubai is really expensive in everything, but when we're talking about transportation, Dubai is really expensive. I've traveled to many places and I've vlogged in different places. You can check everything on my YouTube channel. I find Dubai cab fares to be the highest among all. Even the bus fares are not very cheap. For example, if you're on a bus, you'll have this NOL card that you have to use, and if you don't use, you plan to sneak out without using that card, you will be liable to pay a heavy fine. And if you say them that I don't have so much of money, you will have an ID, an Emirates ID, that you will be getting when you start with your course. The card will be loaded with fine, and when you're about to leave Dubai for holidays or whatever, at the airport your e-gates won't open when you put the card because they'll show some fine is due. So transportation is really expensive. And one unique thing about Dubai is that Dubai has, I think, 2 or 3 locations, like huge locations, which are clusters of universities and institutes. That means most of the university falls in the radius or radii of this particular location. For example, Knowledge City and Academic City are 2 such cities, 2 such areas in Dubai that have different universities and college within its premises. All universities are located within close proximity. You just have to check whether your university comes in Academic City, Knowledge Park, or some other place. One key aspect as to why people come to Dubai instead of going to the main campus is visa. The visa process in the UAE is very simple, and in fact, if I talk about myself, my academic counselor who represented my particular university here in India had done the process for me and it was flawless. Trust me on this, you just have to provide some basic documents like your passport picture, your passport copies, and a few other basic documents that you need to mail to your counselor. For example, if you're in UK and the university in Dubai has a counselor in UK, you just have to send your basic documents, soft copies of the documents to that gentleman over mail, and in return he is going to send you your visa. Mind you, this is not visa. Unlike tourist visa, you will be getting your visa, but that is not your visa. That is your entry permit. Your entry permit will be valid for say 1 month or 1.5 months, I don't remember. That will help you to step in Dubai. Once you're here in Dubai, your university will arrange free pickup drop facility from their campus to the visa office, where you have to go, clear your medical tests. The people over there want to check if you're okay in and out, and then you have to submit your passport. Within 1 week, your passport is stamped with the visa, and 1 year student visa is there for you. The process is a bit different for females. Females either need to be on their father's name. I'm not sure about females, but you can definitely contact people from UAE when it comes to this. Many people have been setting up academic counseling centers. Students go to these centers in order to seek career advice and call university advices, and Dubai universities are promoting their education to the next level. So more and more people are going to try and push you to Dubai campuses because the universities are fairly new and are looking for new students. And one of the perks that they seem to offer to you is the opportunity of internships. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not go to any other country apart from Dubai because my academic counselor convinced me that if I go to some other country, I'll be given a blue collar job. For example, working in Burger King or working for some other coffee shop or anything, which is not going to add to my CV or my resume as a proper work experience. This is the point that they used to convince me to go to Dubai. My experience in Dubai, we're going to talk about that later. But first, let me talk about the technical details that you need to consider before moving to Dubai, or you're already on the verge of coming to Dubai. If you're from India, you must be knowing that the concept of placement, working right after completion of your course, is the concept of placements, which is very popular in India. And every Indian university has that ideology when they set up campuses overseas. Now let me explain you the internship opportunities that you're going to get in the UAE. If you're studying in Dubai, you're on student visa, you start interning. When you start interning, your regular course in most cases is converted into an evening class where you can work in the morning and afternoon and you can attend your university classes in the evening. But let me come to the next point. If you go for your internship, you will have to work, and if they like your work, they might extend your contract and might consider you as a full-time employee. Now, when you get selected over there as a full-time employee, you will be shifted from student visa to the work visa, which will be sponsored by companies. Again, one reason why people flock to Dubai is because the procedure where your employer sponsors a visa is very easy in Dubai. It is not complicated like different places where you have to put your brains and you have to work really hard to get your work visa processed. It's really simple in the UAE. In Dubai particularly, the employer is going to take care of all that. You just have to work and prove yourself to them. Talking about me, I did not do any internship because the offers, there are many offers, but I did not like any offer personally, because Dubai, the thing is that in order to go from one corner to the other, if you take a cab, it'll take you 10 to 20 minutes. But if you try to take the bus, because you're a student, you'll have money constraint, obviously, you're going to take 2 hours. So for me, completing my university education, spending so much of money in studying there, and just to go there to earn some money and some experience, traveling so much for 2-3 hours and going to the office for work and coming back made no sense to me. That is why I did not go for any internship, but I have plans of going for internships once I move back to Dubai. After the COVID issue is a bit cool here in India, I'll be moving to Dubai and then apply for some internship. But the main reason why I did not apply for any internship over there is because the time for me to commute from my home to the office is a lot, and it's unbelievable. Internship opportunities is unlike different countries. In different countries, you have to do blue collar jobs like selling burgers or working in coffee shops, which is not a compulsion over here, because over here it's illegal for students to do such work. Students can only do part-time internships, which can later be converted to full-time, and your visa will be extended. Mind you, no academic counselor is going to specify this to you, but like this video over here, because I'm making it very clear, Dubai will just give you a stay back of 30 days, particularly if you're an Indian student, because if you don't have a permanent job, you'll have to pack your bags, come back to your country and stay here. Most of the academic counselors and representatives of your university are not going to tell this to you. They're going to say that you'll be placed in some organization because they're going to put you through 4-5 internships, and then your performance will make you get a full-time job, which is true in most cases. But what if you don't land up a full-time job? Think over it. Whenever I've complained about traveling in Dubai to my friends who have cars tell me that if you have a car in Dubai, then things become much easier. And yeah, it is. If you have a car, commuting from one place to other becomes really easy for you. You don't have to think about anything, just take your car and move. Cars are very cheap in Dubai, but license is really expensive. For example, if I am to get a license, I have to go to Dubai, pay Indian rupees 2 lakhs, which is close to 10,000 dirhams, which includes, by dirhams I mean AED, which includes my training sessions, and I will be giving my license, plus I have to buy a car, and the fuel is really cheap. So if you are buying a car, life is a bit easier in Dubai. Now I know most of you are keen about knowing the living expenses in Dubai. On the screen you can see prices of groceries, and it depends on your lifestyle. If you're a person like who spends a lot or a person who spends a bit less, it depends on that. People spend up to 1,000 dirhams per month. There are few people who spend 3,000 dirhams per month, and there are few friends of mine who stay in just 700 dirhams per month, excluding their rent. Coming to rent, if you are going for a full apartment, a private apartment, you will have to pay somewhere around 4,000 dirhams. If you're looking for a private room, you might have to pay 2,500 to 3,000 dirhams. But if you're okay with sharing a room or a flat with 3 to 4 bed spaces, you might just have to pay 1,200 dirhams, but of course you won't get your privacy. Coming to electricity bill, water, which is also known as Deva over there, you can save some money in that aspect, because most of the deals that brokers give you is inclusive of these charges. And mind you, listen to this very carefully, Dubai has a bad reputation of brokers scamming you, so be very careful. Get your documents and everything in hand before making any kind of payment. Pay using debit card or checks so that you have a proper record. And if you go to the police, if the police finds out that you are the one who did not make sure the documents, the process, the legal penalties might backfire, and you are the one who could be arrested not having proper paperwork. It is also possible that you are sleeping in your apartment that your broker has given you, and the real owners come and intrude. What are you doing? You will show your documents, and those documents can be fake. Coming to the crowd in Dubai, as you all know, the locals in Dubai are barely 10 to 12%. This is spread all across the world on internet and everywhere. But Dubai has maximum Indians filled in their place. This is why when I study in Dubai, I don't get the study abroad feel, because I'm surrounded by my own people, by people from India. It's not that I enjoy company of different people, and it is a diverse place, but most of the crowd is Indian, so I don't feel like I'm studying in abroad. It feels like I'm here in India only. And one thing is, if you're using the metro or the bus, you will find one thing, that out of all expats, 70% of the population includes almost laborers. So all kind of workers are there in Dubai who keep traveling. So this is not to show anything, but to show you the population in Dubai. About my experience in Dubai, if I like Dubai or not, that completely depends on me. Personally, I do not enjoy Dubai because of a couple of reasons, and mainly because it does not feel like I'm studying abroad. Problems with my university as well. I'm going to talk about that in my upcoming video, which is going to be on my college. Don't miss out on that video because most of the universities have similar features and facilities. So if I'm talking about my university, your university in Dubai must also have the same features and benefits that they are offering you. So don't miss out on the next video, which is going to be specifically on Amity University Dubai and the course that I'm pursuing, which is MBA. Also, let me specify this, that if you are coming to Dubai, make sure you check out all my vlogs. Those vlogs are there for entertainment, and I've also helped you understand various prices and different things in Dubai, which is going to help you a lot. Also, it's time for me to go, take a leave. And before that, if you have any question, feel free to DM me on Instagram, reach out to me on Facebook, Twitter. I'm literally everywhere just to help you, because I just started off with my journey to preserve my memories, but then it became entertaining people, and now it is educating people. So I'm always there to help you. Drop a comment, and in the next video I'm going to answer all your questions by taking your names and the city you are from and answering your question in my next video. So make sure you don't miss out the next video and the travel series. When I move to Dubai, I'm uploading it in episode by episode form. The link must be flashing somewhere here or here. So thank you so much guys, and I'm all sweaty and all because the AC and everything is switched off. Thank you so much. I shall see you in my next video. Don't forget to check out all my videos, and I promise you're going to enjoy the entire journey like this. And before I go, let me take a thumbnail. Yeah, I'll put some picture over here and that becomes my thumbnail. Thank you so much. Take care, be home, check out all my videos. And if you don't like my video, the next video is going to be kick-ass for sure. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Namaste.
Go, go, go.